Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we start another stream for Real Sports Live here from Roma, Texas. We are at the Gladiator Arena as we have Roma Gladiators facing the Laredo Nixon Mustangs. We have Laredo coming in with a record of 2-0 as they have defeated Cigarroa, and they have also defeated the another Laredo team, which is Martin. We have Roma coming in at 1-1, have beaten Rio Grande City, and last week they lost to La Jolla. So we're gonna go ahead and start off here as Rios goes ahead and is in a blitz formation. In a pistol offense here as we go. He fakes hands off. He takes his own ball. He rushes for about 5 yards. That'll bring second down with about 6 yards to go. Rios again out of pistol. Receivers lined up on each side. Hands off. That is a gain of about 5 yards with about 1 yard to go. Bring us up third down. Rios again coming out of that pistol. Fake hands off, takes the ball himself, tries to get the first down. It seems he's just about short. He's probably down there at the line of scrimmage. We have an injured player on the field. We'll be taking a short commercial break and we'll be right back. Alright, so we are back here again. Okay. Rios fakes hands off, takes it himself again. He's up. He's running down the right sideline. He's out. He's by himself. One defender to beat. He's out of bounds, probably about the 22-yard line. That was what great run. First down, Gladiators will move the chains, which brings them down to possibly about 20 yards to go to the end zone. We have 10 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rios again out of the pistol. Snap. Hands off. Gomez rushes for about maybe 2 yards when he is brought down. Brings up second, brought down at the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10. Gladiators here trying to see if they can continue to get the ball moving. Rios lines them up. Out of pistol again, snap. Take hands off, lost about 3 yards there. He was able to hand off there to Maldonado.
Loss of about 4 yards, 3rd and 14 from the Mustang 30s.
Gladiators trying to figure out what to do here on offense. They ran the ball quite a few times now. Okay, they're going to line up and see if they rush it one more time. They get closer. That brings up third down. Rios. Here's the snap. Fake hands off. He takes it himself, throws it. Overthrown, intercepted by Nixon. Nixon on the way down. Brought down at about the 30-yard line. Interception for Nixon here. We'll go ahead and switch the ball over to Nixon and as they take over for offense.
Intercepting that ball is number 19, Austin Garcia. First and 10 for the Mustangs at the Gladiator 31.
Nixon being led by Juan Ayala, number 5, senior quarterback. This is a senior-led team here, a veteran team by Laredo Nixon. This brings up second down here and about another 5 yards to go. Ayala hands off. Nixon gains about 2 yards as the running back is brought down 2 yards deep after taking that. That'll bring up third down and possibly about 4 yards to go. Ayala in the huddle trying to conversate and see what they go ahead and bring up next. Ayala will line up under center. Snap, handoff again. Running back brought down at the line of scrimmage, no gain. That brings up fourth down for Nixon. We'll see what Nixon decides to do here. Looks like they're going to be going for it on fourth down. Nixon will have about 2 yards to go, 2 or 3 yards to go. Ayala lines them up. Under center again. Here's Ayala. Snap. Hands off. Down the middle. Brought down. First down, Nixon. Gain of about 5 to 6 yards here as Nixon is getting closer. They're at about the 15-yard line with 6 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter from Roma, Texas. Ayala lines them up. Handoff. Up the middle. Nixon got down, brought down, running back brought down maybe about 3-yard line. 3 yards to go. First down, Nixon. Three yards to go for Nixon as Ayala comes into the huddle. Ayala lines him up. Under center. Snap. Handoff again. Right side. Nixon is into the end zone. Seems like they're calling it down still. No word yet. That'll be brought short. He was brought short, down short here, about maybe half a yard to go for Nixon. It'll be second down as Nixon tries to go ahead and get into the end zone. Again, Ayala under center, takes his own number inside, but there's a flag. He's in the end zone, but there's a flag. They've just ruled it a touchdown, but there's a flag. We'll see what they call here. Offsides on the Gladiators, penalty decline. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. So we just have Nixon scoring. That's 6 points for Nixon. We'll see if the point after, if they can convert here. Kicker is set. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Good. That'll be an extra point for Nixon, as we already have a touchdown in the extra point. So that's Nixon 7, Roma Gladiators yet to score. We are 5 minutes and 44 seconds left remaining here in the first quarter. We will be right back after these commercial breaks. Alright guys, we are back here with 5 minutes and 44 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Nixon just scored. It took them their first possession to go ahead and score. Roma is still scoreless as we have Nixon set to kick off. Roma receiving. We have two players there in the backfield set to receive. Kick is up. Fumble there. Recovered by Nixon again on the kickoff return. We have Nixon regaining the ball again after that fumble by Roma and the returning kick. We'll see what Nixon can do in this possession. Here comes Ayala again for Nixon as he leads the troops down with about 35 yards to go into the end zone. This was Roma's second attempt at a possession and they give it up. Ayala under snap. Hands off again, right side, running back. Gain of about 4 for Nixon. That'll bring second down and about 6 yards to go. Ayala under center. Snap. Hands off. Left side. Brought down at the line of scrimmage for Nixon. No gain. Again, that'll bring up third down and about 6 yards to go. Ayala talks it over with his coaches. Back into the huddle. They've got 6 yards to go. We'll see what play they decide to call here. He's got receivers lined up on each side. Now he's got a under center. Snap. Handoff again down the middle. Gain of about 6 yards for Nixon, and that'll bring down a first down with about 25 yards to go. We are 4 minutes and 26 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. This is the second possession for Laredo Nixon. They were able to score and capitalize on their first possession. Scored a touchdown easily. And then Roma was able to go ahead and they fumbled the ball on the return. That gave really good possession to Nixon. So this will be the second possession as they drive down the field. Ayala under center, hands off again. Right side, running back stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That'll bring up second down for Nixon. About still 10 yards to go. Ayala again. Sets up under center. Snap. Handoff down the middle. Running back still on his feet. Brought down for about 5 Gladiators with a gain about 10 yards. And that'll be... Okay, so they're going to play it. That is a first down for Nixon. Move the chains. Ayala discusses over with his team. Lines them up. Under center. Snap. Hands off. Nixon gains another 10 yards, which now they are 3 yards from the scoring again, and that'll bring up first down. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from Roma, Texas, Gladiator Arena. We have Gladiators again facing Laredo Nixon Mustangs. Ayala under center again. Hands off. Running back takes it. He's in for another score. 3 yards out and they score again. Point after coming up. It's not very complicated for Nixon to score right now. Gladiators, it really hurt them, that fumble that they had there on the kickoff return. Here's the point after. The snap, kick is up. Through. That'll be another point for Nixon there, as now the score is 14-0. Nixon up on the Roma Gladiators from Roma, Texas, Gladiator Arena. We'll be right back after these messages. Mike Molina, ladies and gentlemen, for Laredo Nixon is having quite a night with 2 touchdowns already. As we are here again set for Nixon to kick off once more after another touchdown. Roma again has 2 receivers in the backfield ready to receive. Here is the kick. Caught in here in the backfield. Villarreal takes it down the middle, gains at about 15 yards on that return. So it'll be Roma taking it down the field, and they have at their own 30. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Jonathan Rios here just snapped the ball. He chooses the left side to run it himself. He's brought down by a Mustang, gain of about 6 yards on the left side. That'll bring up second down and about 4 yards to go. Correction, about 2 yards to go. That was about an 8-yard gain there on that quarterback sneak himself. Jonathan Rios, a senior. Okay, so we have 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. First down for the Gladiators as Rios took it again himself and gained that first down. Jonathan Rios and pistol. Snap. Oh, he can't catch that. Brought down with the loss about 10 yards. So that'll bring up second down after losing 10 yards. He can't really catch that snap. That cost him there. So that was a bad snap by Roma, costing them 10 yards. Nixon helping themselves, and Roma now down a second down with about 20 yards to go now. Timeout Roma. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. Again, we're having Roma struggling a little bit here on offense. 2 turnovers has really cost them on a kick recovery, a kick return here, and then we have a bad snap, so that's bringing them to 20 yards. We have second down and about 20 yards to go for Roma. Rios gets the ball, takes it himself right side. He's going down the right sideline. He gains about 10 yards, 12 yards. Okay, they got about 8 yards to go, and that'll bring up third down for Roma. Nixon here, you know, coming into Roma, and they're really not strangers to Roma. They were in the same district last year, and so they're really not unfamiliar with each other. The only change that I can think of here is just the new offensive coordinator that Roma got with Coach Porras. So they're very, very familiar with each other and their style. These coaches have gone at it before. Again, we have Jonathan Rios here, lined up in pistol. Here's the snap, hands it off, keeps it himself. I mean, here he gains it about 4 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down as the kicking team here comes out for Roma. Here's the punt as time expires. Nixon is calling there for and they'll let it go. Roma touches, okay, and that'll be at about the 15-yard line, and Nixon will get it at the 15-yard line, and as the start of the second quarter will be starting when we come back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be changing direction as we change, as Nixon go ahead and gets the ball at the other end of the field now. They'll be getting it at about the 15-yard line to go. They've scored on their first two possessions that they've gotten the ball. First time when they returned it, and then the second time it cost Roma the return, so they were able to get the ball back and they scored. Here we have Ayala again, hands off to Mike, running back, and he gains about maybe 1. Mike Molina is having quite a night for himself here tonight with 2 touchdowns already. He's a senior running back for the Nixon Mustangs. We'll be having 2nd and 9 come up here. We have 11 minutes 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, Nixon is up 14-0 on the Roma Gladiators. Ayala lines up his troops. He's under center. Hands off again. Oh, keeps it. I'm sorry. He throws it. He looks down the middle. Caught. That's about a 40-yard gain there by the Mustangs as they are at the 50-yard line, which brings them a lot closer to the infield, to the touchdown as Roma would want. Mustangs here at center. They're at midfield here. They run it, pick up about 5 yards. That'll bring 2nd down and 5 to go for the Mustangs. 10 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ayala talks to his troops in the huddle. Ayala lines him up. He's under center. Hands off to Joseph Ibarra. That brings down a first down for the Mustangs. Mustangs at the 38-yard line. And that'll bring up first down. Ayala talks over with his coach, comes back into the huddle. We'll see what they'll be calling here. They've been trading runs here with Mike Molina and Joseph Ibarra. Ayala hands off here again for another gain of about 4 yards. Brings up second down for the Mustangs. Here we go. We'll have our second flag here of the night as we have a holding on the Mustangs, and that'll bring the ball back. That'll bring the ball back to the 48 for the Mustangs, and that'll bring up first down for the Mustangs. Ayala here under center. Keeps it. Looks to throw down the left side. Oh, almost found a receiver, but it's patted away here by number 21, Roma Gladiators. Great defensive pat there by Axel Garcia for the Gladiators defense. That'll bring up second down at the 48-yard line for the Mustangs. Roma defense here seems to be getting into a groove. See if they can stop the Mustangs. Ayala under center. Hands off. Running back down the middle. Gain of about 4 yards. And that'll bring them down here to the 44-yard line. And that'll be third down for the Mustangs. $16 yards here for the Mustangs to go in third down. 9 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Score 14 Mustangs, Gladiators 0. Ayala in pistol. Snap. Looks for receiver. Can't find him. Incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as the kicking team comes in here for the Mustangs. Correction here. Ayala staying in. We'll see what they decide to do here for the Mustangs. Here's a snap for the kick. Kick is up. Roma set to return. Here's the catch. He is immediately brought down. He is down at the 15. Roma will start their quest for a touchdown here. See if they can get their first score of the night at their own 15-yard line. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Alright, here we go. There's the whistle. Rio's lined up in pistol again. Out of shotgun here. Here's the snap. Hands off. Here's Roma. That's already about 10 yards. That's a gain for Felix Gomez of about 13 yards for Roma Gladiators, as their quest to score their first points of the night gets started. That'll bring about that'll be first down for the Gladiators, correction there. That was a pickup of 10 there. Move the chains over. Okay, that'll be first down for the Gladiators. Rios again here at a pistol. Here's a snap. Hands off to Gomez again. Oh, sorry, he keeps it himself. He's down the left side, and he's brought down another first down for the Roma Gladiators. That's 2 snaps, and which brings up 2 first downs for them. So they're getting the chains moving here in Roma. If you're the Gladiators, we'll see if they can make something happen in this possession. You got 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. We'll see what they can get going. Gladiators march down the field. They're at about the 40-yard line, 42-yard line, their own 42-yard line. Here's Rios again at a pistol. Here's the snap. Hands off to Gomez. Gomez leaps. He gains up about 3 yards as he leaped one of his own linemen just to avoid a tackle. That'll bring up second down and about 7 yards to go for the Roma Gladiators. Again, we are here at Gladiator Arena in Roma, Texas. 7 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. We have the Laredo Mustangs 14, Roma Gladiators 0. Rios again, junior quarterback. Here's the snap. He looks to throw. He keeps it himself down the right side. Sideline. There's another gain of a first down for the Roma Gladiators and another first down for Rios. Rios is having quite a night himself as well. First down, move the chains for the Gladiators again. They're really getting the chains moving here in this, what would be their third possession of the night. They've had a couple of errors that has really cost them. One was a kick return, and then the other one was a bad snap that cost them about 20 yards, and they really couldn't recover from that in that possession. But here in this third or fourth possession, they're really getting the chains moving as Rios again is lined up in pistol. There's a snap, gives it to Gomez. Gomez leaps another one of his linemen to gain maybe about 1 yard, and that'll bring up third down. Mustang defense really holding Roma tonight here to very few yards. Overall, they really haven't been able to gain too many yards. This possession here, they've been able to move it somewhat, but we'll see what they can continue to do. That'll bring up second down and about 8 yards to go for the Gladiators. We have an injury on the field, and we'll be right back after these commercials. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here after that quick injury break. We have Roma Gladiators again trying to move down the field. They're out of the 50-yard line. Okay, Rios here. Here's the snap. Keeps it himself. He finds a receiver here down the middle. Gain of about another 15 yards as the Gladiators gain another first down. Receiver here, we have Edgar Castillo, senior, with a gain about 15 yards, and that's another first down for the Gladiators. They're really moving here this possession. We'll see what they can go ahead and give up. Besides this possession here, Nixon hasn't really given up much. Gladiators have been trying, but those errors just really cost them, and they really haven't been able to move the ball. They're quickly getting into a roll here. Rios looks at his band, see what they're going to call. He's at a pistol again. Here's a snap for the Gladiators. Hands off to go. Keeps it himself. He sneaks it again, but he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So that's at about a loss of a yard or maybe 2 for the Gladiators. That'll bring up second down at about 11 or 12 yards to go for the Gladiators. We got 5 minutes and 27 seconds here in the second quarter in Roma, Texas, Gladiator Arena. Again, we have the Gladiators facing the Laredo Nixon Mustangs. Rios gets the play. He's under pistol again. Out of pistol. Here's the snap. Keeps it hands off. Again, correction. And here we go. Gladiators go ahead and they break it. They break it, and Gomez is into the end zone for the Gladiators as they score for the first time here tonight. Gomez is in the end zone. for the Gladiators. That was a great run there of about 30 yards, 35 yards, and that gets the Gladiators on the board. That's their first 6 points. We'll see if they can go ahead and get the pad after, the point after. Here we go with the kick. Snap. Kick is up. And that is good for the Gladiators. So make it 7-14. Nixon on top of Roma. 14-7. As we still have 4 minutes and 52 seconds going on here in the second quarter. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Here, so we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Gladiators just scored in the second quarter. 4 minutes and 48 minutes remaining. Mustangs just received the kick, and they'll be traveling down the field, and they are at their own 34-yard line. And correction, guys. And here we go. Ayala again for the Mustangs. Senior quarterback. He's under center. Here's the snap. Hands off. Gain for, again for Molina, and that's about a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down for the Mustangs. Timeout on the field here. We'll be right back. Oh, I'm sorry, we have an injury on the field. We'll be right back. Alright, so we are back here as the Mustangs look to drive down the field. Ayala, out of this injury break, comes out. They're at quick huddle. He's got Molina lined up behind him. He hands off, and that's a gain of about 6 yards, and that'll be a first down for the Mustangs. We got 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the second quarter as the Mustangs are close to the 50-yard line as they look to score again for the third time. We have first down for the Mustangs. quick huddle here to call the play.
Once again, a guy hands off to number 25. He put down by number 3. They got 1 yard.
Gain of about 3 yards for the Mustangs. Bring up second down, sorry. And with 7 yards remaining to go for the Mustangs. Quick huddle. Ayala under center. Hands off again, number 25. Gain of about 3 for the Mustangs. Brought down by the Gladiators. That'll bring up third down with about 5 yards to go. We got 3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ayala lined up under center. Hands off. Bernardo Cruz there for the Mustangs picks up the first down for the Mustangs. So now the Mustangs are at their own 44-yard line. First down, 2 minutes remaining here before halftime. Ayala, here's the snap, hands it off again. And here we go, they break. And that was a gain of about 30 yards for the Mustang on that running attempt there. And that'll bring up first down with 20 yards to go for the Mustangs to get to the touchdown. Here we go, Ayala under center. They run it down the middle. They power for about 3 yards as the Gladiators knock them down. It took about 4 Gladiators there to knock the running back down, but they were able to do it. Mustangs here at their 16-yard line, and that'll bring up second down. Six yards to go here for the Mustangs. Here's a snap. They hand it off again. They look down the middle, but they're stopped at the line of scrimmage, or maybe pick up about 1, if at all. That'll bring up third down again at their own 15-yard line for the Mustangs. Here we go, Ayala under center. They snap it. They choose the left side. Gain of about 2 yards and that third down. Bring up fourth down for the Mustangs. They choose to go for it here. Rios hands off again. They go down the middle, and we'll see here if what they call, if it's close to the first yard marker, and it is not a first down. So that'll give the ball over back to Roma, as the Mustangs cannot convert that on that fourth down. Okay, here we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Correction there. The Mustangs were able to get that first down there. Okay, so here we go. Ayala under center. Hands off again. Nixon there was able to actually get the first down. Quarterback called his own number. He was tackled maybe about with the loss of 1. That'll bring up second down. Timeout Gladiators. Will be right back. Alright, so we're back. Here we have the Mustangs at their own 12-yard line trying to score. Ayala here is sacked here with again by the Roma Gladiator defense, and that is a loss of about 3 yards. 24 seconds here before halftime. We'll have a timeout here by Nixon. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here again. Third down for the Mustangs after that timeout. Ayala there was sacked for a loss of 2. He drops back. He's being hurried here. He throws. Almost intercepted by Roma. Not quite. And that'll bring us 10 seconds away from halftime. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Mustangs. Nixon here will try the 3 points from the 20. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And it is good. Add another 3 points here to the lead for the Mustangs. Makes the score now 17, Gladiators 7. And that'll take us to halftime. We'll be back after a break.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
this close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex Restaurant, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
this close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the start of the second half, start of the third quarter. Okay, we have Roma kicking off. Mustangs set to receive. The kick is up, down to the sideline, calls a fair catch, and the Mustangs will start at their own 34-yard line. We had the Mustangs starting off very well on a positive note to start the game, scoring on their first two possessions. As Roma had fumbled, they received a receiving kick. And as they'll start off here the second half with the ball, Ayala's going to be under center here. He hands it off. Pick up about a yard, maybe one for the Mustangs. That'll bring up second down and 9 yards to go for the Mustangs. Ayala here in the huddle, getting ready. He'll be under center again at their own 36-yard line, second down. 11 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Hands it off. Oh, keeps it. Sorry, looks for receiver here. They connect, pick up about 7 yards, as it'll be 2 yards to go to the first down for the Mustangs. Quick slant route there for the Mustangs. Picked up about 8 yards. That'll bring up third down and about 4 yards to go, correction. Again at a huddle. Ayala here under center. Hands off. Right side for the Mustangs. Close to a first down. They're calling it short. That'll bring up fourth down if it is. That'll be 4th and inches for the Mustangs. Okay, no, here we go. They're moving the chains. That'll be first down for the Mustangs. They were able just to get right over that line of scrimmage to get that first down. At a huddle, Ayala ready, line ready. Under center, they snap it, they hand it off. Number 6, Johnny Martinez, and there is a flag here. We'll see what they call. That's the first flag of the second half. And that'll be against the Mustangs. That'll bring it back. So that'll be 10 yards going back for the Mustangs. So that'll bring up first down and 20. First and 20 here with 10 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ayala gets his troops ready. Lines them up. He has 3 behind him. Under center, here's a snap. He hands off again. Runner looks to power down the middle behind his line, and there's a pickup about maybe 1. But it seems that he was just stopped there at the line of scrimmage. Mustangs here at their own 36-yard line. And that brings up second down. We're still at second down here. Ayala under center. We got some movement. He keeps it. He's looking for a receiver. He goes deep. Almost connects with the receiver here, but the Gladiators patted away. Good defensive stop there by the Gladiators. That could have been a big game there for the Mustangs. Just about a yard short for that reception of the receiver. Just enough for the Gladiators to pat it away. Good defensive stop. That'll bring up third down here for the Mustangs. And still, they're about 18, 19 yards from the first down. Ayala's going to be out of pistol. And there is a stop here by the refs, as they'll talk it over and see what they call here. They discuss it. Okay. Okay, that'll bring up third down now for the Mustangs. So they're going to be calling a full start there by the Mustangs, and that'll take them back another few yards as that they dig themselves into a deeper hole, and that's still third down with about 20 yards still to go, 24 yards still to go. Ayala looks for a receiver, can't connect, and that'll bring up fourth down for the Mustangs as the kicking team comes on the field for the Mustangs. Great defensive stop there by the Gladiators to start off the second half. Those turnovers really cost the Mustangs there. You know, that was about 3 turnovers that they had there, or penalties that they had there, that just couldn't get them any closer to their first yard marker. Kicker ready for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. The kick is up. Gladiators will let it bounce. Mustangs waiting for it to bounce closer to Gladiator, to their own. So the Gladiators will be at their 32-yard line to get their first possession of the second half. We have the quarterback number 4 for the Gladiators, Barrera. He keeps it himself. He's rushing down the left side. He is stopped about 5 or 6 yards into the run, and that'll bring up second down and about 4 yards to go for the Gladiators. 9 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Again, Barrera out of the pistol. Gomez behind him. To his right now. Here we go. Here's a snap. He hands off to Gomez. Gomez down the middle. Picks up about 10 already. Picks up another 6 or 7. And now he is down at their own. I mean at the Mustang 47-yard line. That's the first down for the Gladiators as they look to move the chains deeper and deeper into the field. Here we go. First down for the Gladiators. Barrera gets the directions here. There's a mini huddle here with this line. Line ready. 2 receivers on his right side for Barrera. 1 on his left. Out of pistol. So here's a snap. He hands it off again to Gomez. Gomez looks for the right side. That's a pickup about 3 yards for Gomez. Sorry, correction. That was David Rios, not Gomez. Gomez now back into the game. Rios is out. Switching running backs here. Quick huddle here for Barrera. Barrera out of pistol. He's got Gomez to his left. Here's the snap. Hands off to Gomez this time. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That'll be third down here for the Gladiators with 9 yards to go. Here we go, Barrera. Barrera ready, line ready. Gomez to his right. Here's a whistle. There's a full start by the Gladiators. That'll cost them. Still third down. That'll take them back 10 yards. 5 yards, correction. Penalties at time costing both teams. To start here, the second half, 6 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter. As we have Nixon up by 10 points on the Gladiators, score 7-10. Here we go, Barrera ready. Rios to his left. He looks for a receiver. Pitch to Rios. Rios is open in the open field. Nobody's going to catch him. Rios with the score. We have David Rios scoring for the Gladiators, number 33, which brings them closer to the Mustangs on their first possession here in the third quarter. Gladiator touchdown. Here we go, the point after. Here's a snap. The kick is up. Kick is good. That makes it Gladiators 14, Mustangs 17. That's a field goal away. Here we go. We'll be right back after this. Game is getting good, ladies and gentlemen.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience.
Back here, the Gladiators just score, getting back into the game now, only 3 points behind as they're ready to kick off. Back here, and we have Pelayo, the kicker, kicking to the Mustangs. Mustangs receive close to the midfield here as they'll take over at their own 37-yard line. Gladiators looking to bounce back. In the first half, they had a few turnovers that cost them a couple of possessions, trying to catch up and see if they can go ahead and get this 3-point deficit over with soon. Here we go, Ayala under center for the Mustangs. He hands off to number 6. Number 6 chooses the right, 26 chooses the right side. Okay, and that's a pickup about 13 as that is a first down. And yes, that was number 6, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. That was Johnny Martinez. First down for the Mustangs. Down at the 50-yard line. First down. Here we go. Mustangs line up. Ayala under center. He pitches it. They choose the left side to run it, and they are tackled. Okay. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss about 1. Number 25 for the Mustangs. Okay, Pablo Tovar being tackled a yard or 2 behind the line of scrimmage. Great defensive stop there by the Gladiators. Ayala huddles with his team, with his line. Talk it over. They line up. Ayala under center. There's movement here. There's a flag as well. Ayala looks to throw here. No completion there. But we have a flag. We'll see what the referees say about that flag here. The defense here looks to be stopping them with with that sack that they had a little bit earlier, but we'll see what they can do here. They're going to call it on the Mustangs. Okay, they're going to decline that, and that'll bring up 3rd down for the Mustangs. And about 11 yards to go for them. And here we go. Under center. Quarterback under center here. Okay, they hand it off. He's stopped again behind the line of scrimmage again, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Mustangs, not being able to convert anything here on their second possession of the second half with 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Again, the score 17 for the Mustangs, 14 for the Gladiators. Great defensive possession there for the Gladiators. As the kicking team comes up for the Mustangs. The snap is up. Snap is there. Kick is up. Correction. Sorry. Stays in bound. Still in bounds at about the 12. At the Gladiator 10. The Mustangs are going to touch it. And that's where the Gladiators will take over when we come back. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We're at Gladiator Arena coming to you from Roma, Texas. We'll be right back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever.
Roma taking over at their own 10. Mustangs looking to stop them as the Gladiators are looking to bounce back from their deficit that they had at halftime, their 10-point deficit, and seeing what they can do here on the second possession of the half. Here we go. Barrera calls his own number here. He takes it down the left side. He is tackled at about 10 yards after the snap. But there are flags on the play, and we have an injured player for Roma, it seems like. Okay, he's slow getting up. Gomez kind of slow coming up after that snap. Hopefully he's okay. There's flags on the play. We'll see what the refs call here. Coach Frank Villanueva not happy about that, discussing it with the referees. They're going to go ahead and call it against the Gladiators, what believes to be a full start, which will bring them even closer to their own end zone. So instead of being at their own 10, now they're going to be what seems to be at their own 5, and that'll be 1st down for them. Barrera talks it over with Rios to his left. Now he's to his right. Rios lined up to Barrera's right. Here we go, out of pistol. The snap is there. Fake handoff. Uh-oh, here we go. He is sacked inside his own end zone, which will give 2 points to the Mustangs here automatically. That brings up their lead now from 3 to 5. As the Gladiators, as their penalties is just costing them what seems like here today. We got 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. As again, the Gladiators just not able to convert there on that second possession of the half for them. Brings the lead now, again, like I said, to 5 for the Mustangs. Gladiators had a great opening possession to start the half. Just couldn't make anything happen in that second one. We got 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. As we get set for the Gladiators to kick off to the Mustangs. A tackle inside your opponent's end zone automatically gives you the ball back. So we have the Gladiators kicking again to the Mustangs. Whistle blows. Kicker ready. Roma ready. Here we go with the kick. Kick is deep. Mustangs ready. Here we go. He looks to take it up down the middle for the Mustangs. The returner down the left side and is tackled after about 15 yards, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what they're going to end up calling. We got number 6 for the Mustangs getting up slowly. He's able to jog off on his own, but hopefully he's okay. We got Johnny Martinez getting up slow for the Mustangs. That'll be against the Mustangs, which will bring them back almost to the original point of their return. So that takes them back down to their own 32 as the Mustangs look to continue this forward drive that they have here the second half. Mustangs ready, Ayala ready, Gladiators ready. Ayala under center, he hands it off. They choose the right side, pick up about 4 for the Mustangs, which will bring up second down and about 6 yards to go for the Mustangs. Pablo Tovar there with that rush for a pickup about 4 yards. Mustangs ready. Ayala under center again. He takes it himself down the middle, pick up about 7 to 8 yards, and that'll bring up a first down for the Mustangs. First down again for the Mustangs. Roma wants to cut this lead down. They're going to have to stop him here in this possession and continue and just stop some of the bleeding that is going on here. Line ready for Nixon, quarterback ready. They hand off to number 2, chooses the right side for a pickup about 3 yards for the Mustangs, and that'll bring up second down for the Mustangs and about 7 yards to go. We got number 40 coming in for the Gladiators. We'll replace number 71. Ayala gets his play set with his coach, talks it over in the huddle. Gets it to his line and receivers under center. Okay, here we go. Fake handoff. He takes it himself. Pick up about 3 yards there. Third down for the Mustangs. '99 coming in for the Gladiators, replacing number 61. Nick Blanco. Ayala again gets his play from his coach, talks it over with his team, and they're set. Under center, here's Ayala. Here's a handoff for the Mustangs, which is a gain of nothing. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Number 24 for the Mustangs trying to pick up some yards. Bernardo Cruz just can't go anywhere. That Gladiator defense stops him right at the line of scrimmage. That brings up 4th down for the Mustangs, and we'll see if they go for it, but it doesn't seem like it. Kicking team is on the field. Ayala still getting orders from his coaches, though. You never know. Surprisingly, they might be going for it here. They're talking it over in the huddle. They break. The kicker is back, but we'll see what they choose. Ayala at a pistol. Okay, goes to the kicker. Kick is off. Gladiators will let it bounce. Oh, it bounces off one of the Gladiators. Here's the ball. We'll see who comes up with it. Nixon or Roma. It's going to end up being Gladiator ball. They were able to recover. Okay, Roma will start at about their own 22-yard line. Okay, it'll give them almost 80 yards to go the other way. So we'll see what they can do. Gladiators trying to crawl and nail back into this game. Okay, Barrera at a pistol. Troops are ready. He's got his running back to his left. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Here's Gomez. Gomez bounces off of one, but is tackled by another Mustang right after that, with the gain maybe about one, and we got a little scuffle here. Flags are up for that scuffle that after the play. You know, and penalties can really cost you at this point of the game. If you're Gladiators, you got to be careful. You know, there's no need for any kind of scuffle when you're behind, coming from behind. Gladiators fighting their case, saying, hey, call it both ways here. But that's going to be against the Gladiators. Not sure what it was, but just too much contact there after the play. Too much pushing and shoving. Barrera gets his troops ready. He looks at his band. He's got receivers lined up on his left and on his right. There we go. Gets him closer. He fake hands off. He looks for a receiver. He's looking for number 1, but that's intercepted by Nixon. Nixon defense, number 1 for Laredo Nixon. Number 11, correction, for Laredo Nixon. Jaden Lopez, the sophomore, coming up with an interception as they'll look to get the ball back at about their 30. At the Gladiator 30, correction. There to see if they can add more to their points. Barrera there just looking for a receiver, just underthrew him by about a yard or two, and it cost him that interception there. The Mustang offense back on the field quickly. Not much of a rest they got there, but Ayala looks to get him ready. He's under center. He's got his running back right behind him. Here's a handoff. They look to rush down the left side, pick up maybe about 3 yards. For the Mustangs, that'll bring up second down. With 16 seconds left here in the third quarter, it seems that the clock is going to run out and we'll have the start of the fourth quarter before our next snap. They'll let time expire to start the fourth quarter. The Mustangs will be going from their 28-yard line to see if they can score. We'll switch sides on the field, though, when we come back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories.
Barrera ready. Felix Gomez to his right. Here's the snap. He hands it off to Gomez. Gomez down the middle. Pick up about maybe 1 or 2 yards. Which will bring up third down with about 7 or 8 yards to go. We got number 36 for the Gladiators limping off the field. He'll be replaced. Gladiator coach is calling a play. Barrera here ready. Talks it over with Rios on his left side. Now on his right. Here's the snap. Fake hands off. Looks for a receiver down the middle. Number 2, Castillo, sorry. Edgar Castillo for the Gladiators with the reception, and that's a first down for the Gladiators. That's a pickup of about 9 yards for the Gladiators, and that gives them a first down. That brings them down to their own 47-yard line for the Gladiators as they look to march down the field and close this gap as they are down 14-19 to the Mustangs. Barrera here out of pistol. Here's the snap, high snap. Oh, he keeps it himself down the left side. But maybe pick up about 1, if anything. Seems that he picked up 1 or will stop there at the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain there for the Gladiators. Barrera there calling his own number and looking to gain some yards, but just nowhere to run. This Mustang defense not really giving up much right now. Barrera talks it over with this line. We got Felix Gomez and a receiver here to his left. A couple receivers to his right for Barrera. Barrera, here's the snap. Here's the snap. Looks for one of his receivers. Again, here's number 5. And that was a pickup about maybe 4 yards for the Gladiators with that throw there. That'll bring up third down for the Gladiators. And still a ways to go. They got about 5 yards to go still. Barrera ready. Out of pistol. Here's the snap. Hands off to... Keeps his own number. Almost picks up the first down. Oh, but he's fumbling. The ball's on the floor. It seems like the Mustang just recovered the ball again. And yes, they did. That'll be Mustang ball again. And another crucial turnover for the Gladiators as they were almost close to the 1-yard line when the ball just came loose from Barrera and he lost it, and the Mustangs take over at about the 50-yard line. Turnovers for the Gladiators have just really cost them. We're at 8 minutes and 5 seconds here in the 4th quarter remaining. Gladiator Arena, Roma, Texas. Nixon Mustangs taking on the Gladiators. And here we go. Quarterback Ayala. Hands off. And it seems that we have another fumble here. And yes, Gladiators recover the ball. Gladiators force a fumble themselves. They recover, and now they get to go the opposite way now again as we change possession again. And Gladiators look to score and continue the drive that they just had one play again before. PA announcer here at Gladiator Arena trying to pump up the fans as we have the Gladiators looking to crawl back into this game. Barrera ready, getting his troops ready. Rios to his right, high snap, almost lost it, hands off to Rios, but they can't gain much. Rios is stopped, there at the line of scrimmage. Well, actually, no, that's a loss of about 3 or 4 yards there for the Gladiators. New offensive coach Porras calling a play here. Gladiators looking at their wrist to be on the same page. Barrera gets the play. Rios lined up to his left. He's got 2 receivers and then 1 receiver on each side. Hands off. Keeps hands off to Rios. Rios chooses the right side, cuts back inside, chooses the sideline, and he is brought down close to the 1st yard marker. That's a pickup about 7 yards for the Gladiators, 8 yards for the Gladiators, and that'll bring them close to the first down. That's third down for the Gladiators with about 1 or 2 yards to go for the first down. Make that 3 yards. Here we go. It seems that anything that the Gladiators have been able to get has been through the ground game. Not much of an air attack tonight by the Gladiators. But hey, if it's not broke, why fix it, right? It seems like they've been picking up some yards through that, so we'll see. Here we go. Here's the snap. Here's a handoff again to Gomez. Gomez picks up about 3 yards, maybe 4, and that'll be another first down for the Gladiators. We got fans here with air horns. We got the PA announcer pumping up these fans as this game is getting good, ladies and gentlemen. We have 6 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Gladiators trying to crawl back into this game. Mustang trying their best to stop them on defense. On their defense. Here we go. Barrera ready, line ready for the Gladiators. Here's the snap. He hands off. Big hands off to Gomez. Takes it himself down the right sideline. He is stopped at about 2 yards into the run. And that'll be second down and about 8 for the Gladiators. Marching down the field. And they are at about the 35-yard line. They're at the Mustang 35-yard line. 34-yard line. Barrera has his troops ready here. Here's a snap. Takes it himself. Loss of about 4 or 5 yards, maybe even a little bit more. Mustangs just were able to catch him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. We got an injury on the field. We got a player down. We'll be right back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here after that injury officials timeout. You have the Gladiators marching down the field. It's third down for the Gladiators at the Nixon 41-yard line. One more attempt for the Gladiators to gain this first down. They got about 16 yards to go to get there. Barrera calls it. There's a snap. He looks to find a receiver. Oh, there's an interception there by the Mustangs. Mustangs are going to end up scoring here and add to their lead. That'll be another touchdown for the Mustangs on another crucial mistake by the Gladiators. Barrera there threw it to try to find a receiver down the right side, number 1 for the Gladiators. Just couldn't connect. And as the receiver fumbled the ball there, he bobbled it. Mustangs were able to recover, take it the other way, and they score. That'll bring up the lead to 25-14. Mustangs on top as they attempt the extra point. Mustang line ready. Kicker ready. Oh, here's the snap. There's a flag on the play, but the kick is good. It seems that the Gladiators were offside. That is going to be against the Gladiators. That penalty is declined, and that'll count. The Mustangs declined that, and that'll count. Make that point count for the Mustangs, which brings up their lead 1 more point, which is now 26-14. Mustangs on top of the Gladiators. 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs still in their huddle before this kick. Gladiators ready on the field to return. 15 coming out for the Gladiators. Number 12, Rolando Flores in the game. Number 20 for the Mustangs looking to kick. Flores for the Mustangs here ready. Flores kicks, looks for the sideline. We have Jesus here for the Gladiators. Number 1 receiving, calling for a fair catch. The Gladiators will take over at their own 34-yard line when we come back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles.
And we're back. We have the Gladiators down 26-14. Mustangs on top from Gladiator Arena. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Barrera calls for the ball. There's a snap. Hands it off to Rios. Rios looks to gain down the middle. Brought down after about, he's still up. Gains of about 4 yards, maybe 3 yards on that run. That'll bring up second down and about 7 to go for the Gladiators, maybe 6 to go. Gomez to the right of Barrera. Here's the snap. Barrera hands off to Gomez. Gomez looks down the middle to gain some yardage, but he gains none. He is brought down at the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up third down for the Gladiators. Third down and still about 6 yards to go, 7 yards to go. Gladiators ready. Barrera calls for the snap. Keeps it himself, running down the left sideline. Picks up about first down, it seems like, for the Gladiators there, right at the first down marker. First down, they're calling it for the Gladiators. First down, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Gladiators have to hurry up if they're going to make anything happen here in the remaining 3 minutes. Almost 4 minutes. Barrera ready. Snap. Keeps it himself. Barrera keeps it himself. Looks down the left side. There's a flag on the play. Picks up about maybe 5 yards as he rushes down the left sideline to stop the clock. But there's a flag on the play. We'll see what they call. We're going to end up having a holding on the Gladiators, and that'll bring back the ball, which makes it a lot further for the Gladiators. Gladiators from their own 39-yard line. First down again. First down again here. Barrera. Here's another flag by the officials. Full start on the Gladiators. So we have a hold first, and now we have a holding on the Gladiators, which will bring the ball back even more again. And it is still first down for the Gladiators. Barrera lines up his troops at a pistol again. They're looking to air the ball out. He drops back, finds a receiver cutting down the middle. Gain of about 7 yards, but not enough for that first down. That's quite a pickup there, but still quite a ways to go. That's going to be second down and about 15, 16 yards to go for the Gladiators. There's a timeout on the field by the Gladiators. We'll be right back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Oral with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, as we have the Gladiators on second down and their own 38-yard line. Quarterback Barrera calls for the ball. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Gomez. Gomez chooses the middle. Picks up about maybe 1, if at all, before he is brought down. That'll bring up third down and about 16, 17 yards to go still. Barrera, here's a snap. Barrera drops back. He's being chased. Runs out of bounds on the left side. No gain here. Fourth down for the Gladiators. We'll see if they choose to go for it here. Don't know, don't think so. Kicking team is on the field. Two minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Remaining in the game. Hard-fought game by both teams. Costly mistakes, possibly costing the Gladiators the game, as the Gladiators take another timeout. We'll be right back. Seems to be their last and final timeout of the game for the Gladiators. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Alright, and we're back here after that timeout by the Gladiators, which was their final one of the game, seems like there. We've got 2 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the game. Gladiators trying to make something happen here. Quarterback Barrera lines up his team at his own 41-yard line. Fake hands off. He's looking for a receiver deep. He's looking for Gomez. Gomez receives it down the left sideline. Pick up about 40 to 50 yards there. Okay, and that'll be Gladiator first down. What a play there. That was a fake handoff, and he looked for Gomez deep down the left sideline as the Gladiators continue their momentum going forward with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the game. We'll see what they can make happen. Great throw by Barrera there. Barrera out of pistol. Here's the snap. Pitches it to Rios. David Rios attempts that rush, but he is brought back down to the line of scrimmage. No pickup there. Two minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the game. Gladiators trying to run something, and they call another timeout. They had timeouts remaining still. They'll call a timeout. We'll be right back.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, It's forever memories, antiques, and collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail.
All right, and we're back here at Gladiator Arena. Gladiators trying to make something happen here deep in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes remaining. Troops are lined up for the Gladiators. Barrera, snap, calls for the snap. There's a pitch there to the right, short pitch. Pick up about maybe 4 yards, 3 yards for the Gladiators. Clock still continues to run as there's 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. They quickly line up again. Barrera has no running backs behind him. He's looking to air it out here. There's the snap. Low snap. Throws it away. That'll bring up, that'll be fourth down for the Gladiators at the Nixon, at about the Nixon 25, trying to desperately score here with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. They were able to stop the clock on that throwaway. Barrera has Gomez to his right. He's trying to air it out, trying to look for a receiver. Incomplete. No one near the ball. And that's lost it down there for the Gladiators. That was fourth down. And they'll turn it over to the Mustangs now with 1 minute and 36 minutes remaining in the game. All the Mustangs would have to do here possibly, and which I think they would probably do, is just kneel the ball a couple times, and that's the game. We'll see what they choose to do here. Ayala quickly talks it over with his team. Break the huddle. Ayala under center. There's a snap. There's a handoff. Mustang still trying to do something with the remaining time of 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that was a gain of about 2 or 3 yards for the Mustangs. They get the clock continuing to run deep in the fourth quarter. And what seems like the Mustangs would just run away with this game 26-14 unless something happens here. Here we go, but Ayala hands it off. Mustangs drive down the middle. They power down the middle, and that'll be a first down for the Mustangs. 1 minute remaining in this game. Mustangs continuing to drive the ball, which would seem that they can just kneel and possibly end it. But again, I'm not the coach here. Ayala under center. Hands it off. Mustangs power down the middle with their running back. Gain of about maybe 2 yards. That'll bring up second down and 7 for the Mustangs. Ayala under center. There's a handoff down the right, down the middle. That would be a first down for the Mustangs. As number 1 for the Mustangs, Eduardo Macias gains a first down for the Mustangs. 1 second remaining, and that's the last bell there for the Gladiators as the Mustangs come out on top tonight, 26-14 over the Gladiators. Again, these were old teams playing against each other. They were just in the same district last year. The Gladiators are going to fall to 1-2 as the Mustangs continue to improve their record, and they're still undefeated at 3-0. Next week we have the Mustangs facing the Zapata Hawks, and the Gladiators are going to be going over to Economides in Edinburgh to face the Jaguars. From Real Sports Live and GTN.